Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Pyramid Reborn. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a great day. I have been letting this bog earth kind of do its thing for a while, and it looks like it takes roughly, I'd say anywhere from like 15 minutes to maybe even on the high end half an hour to fully mature. But we've got 3 of them that are fully matured, and they have turned into peat. So, that was a mistake. There we go. We're fine. So now we have this, and we can use that. Is this just, yeah, easy. Okay, cool. Let's put this down. Let's break these. There we go. So we have our peat here, and if you cook this, it will turn into ash, and that ash can be used for useful things. So let's get this stuff cooking up, and we're still working our way towards the greenhouse fan, if I remember correctly, and I think we have pretty much everything we need for it now, or we will once the ash is done. Let's see, greenhouse fan, right here. Yeah, so we need the tin electron tubes. We need 1 greenhouse block, which is ash bricks. And ash bricks, this one? Yeah, there we go. Let's take that. Let's make a little bit of clay. We'll get that going, because I need to make some regular bricks as well. There we go. That should do. And then you do the thing. Lovely. So we've got our ash. We'll have our bricks in a sec. We had electron tubes in here. And then we just need 4 iron ingots. Okay. I think that's basically all of it. Oh, and look at this. We've got more of this peat properly appearing the way we want. So we can clear more and more and more of this away as we go. Of course, you're going to be down here. Let's just, there we go. Hop out. We can probably clear quite a bit of this away, actually. There we go. There's our bricks. Okay. So, first things first, let's make the, oh, I need, yeah, here we go. So grab that, and then we need an iron ingot and a couple of wooden slabs. So let's just make sure we have all of these. We should have our wooden slabs down here. There we go. We'll make that first, and then there we go. We have ourselves our greenhouse fan. And this we can now trade in to the reward chest and get lead. So let's just toss that in here. This stuff's all still good, right? Yep, that'll get us lead. And then we need to start working towards probably the induction furnace, I imagine. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm still waiting on my my stuff. And we got rubber tree saplings from this, so that's actually really good. Okay, cool. How do I get nickel? Is what I'm wondering, though. Biomass. So this is actually, this is probably our next one. How do I make biomass? You guys told me in the comments that it's not this biomass that we need, it's the liquid one. Oh, yeah, forestry. Gotcha. So you can make it in a fermenter with any number of different things plus compost, fertilizer, mulch, etc. Looks like saplings are what give you the most. That's what it looks like. Or biochaff. Biochaff and plant balls give you the most, it looks like. Although saplings are not far behind, and there's a lot less that goes into a sapling. So maybe we'll do it that way. Either way, we're going to need a whole bunch of that stuff is what it looks like. So we'll probably want to make multiple fertilizers, or fermenters, I should say. Can we please sleep? I know it's almost night. I can see that it is almost night. There we go. All right, so now we have lead though, and that's actually super important because now I can start making flux ducts and all that kind of stuff, which is something that we couldn't make before. So let's kind of do some things to take advantage of that. I'll toss that in here. I guess I'll toss that in there. Rice seeds we will want to grow at some point, but I don't think we need to yet. And I'm just going to leave this going. So let's start replicating lead. And we'll let that go for a bit. This generator is still going as well. Once we have more... Ooh, oh no, mistakes were made. You go there. There we go. Once we have more lead, and once we have the ability to make flux ducts, we can actually hook up multiple furnace generators and all that kind of stuff. I should also check, what do I need to make item ducts? The basic ones? Tin and lead. So we can make those now as well, which is really good. What about servos? I need nickel to make Invar. So I can make the basic servos, which are really, really slow. But they will work. I mean, what is it? Like once every 3 seconds, it will try to pull 8 items. That's really slow, guys. It's so slow, but it will work. So we do now have the ability to actually move stuff, which is great. Let's also go ahead right away and make ourselves a Crescent Hammer. It's going to be tin and iron. So let's grab all that. There we go. And tin and iron. There we go. So we have our Crescent Hammer. And then let's just start looking at ducts. So we will want leadstone flux ducts. I will need glass. And actually, to be entirely honest, like the first thing that I want to make is going to be some sort of powered furnace, whether that's a redstone furnace, which we could make. There's also the resourceful furnace from Industrial Foregoing. We don't have the ability to make that right now because we don't have plastic. And then the Induction Furnace over here is a quest reward, but we need steel for that. So I think we should go for just like a basic redstone furnace for the time being. What goes into this? Tin gear, glass. Yeah. This is all doable. Okay, cool. So let's start cooking up some sand and turning that into glass, because I'll need more than just this 4. And let me get some flux ducts and all that kind of stuff together, and then we'll get into some stuff here. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got a little platform built over here. I'm going to put furnace generators down right here. These will be just 3 furnace generators, just regular old furnace generators, nothing fancy. And then I think I'm going to bring this thing over. And maybe we'll put it, like right here, honestly. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want to put the resource generator. And I think I want to put the resource generator there. That should be fine. And then what we'll do is just grab a couple of oak stairs like this. And we'll just go boop, boop, and boop. Just to kind of cover up a little bit of it. And then finally, I'll just throw a chest on top like that, right? So this thing is still going to work just like before, but now it'll work over there instead. So let's get these generators up and running so they're actually generating power. They'll fill this thing up before. I did lose a bunch of power moving this stuff, but it couldn't stay here. It was just very much in the way. So we'll do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this redstone furnace right here. And I think what I can... Well, actually, I don't even need to. I was just thinking, can I make a servo? Like, is that a thing that I can actually do right now? Glass, iron. Yeah. I can totally do that. Piece of cake. Okay, so let's grab some iron. Let's grab some glass. And then let's make some iron nuggets and make... Oh, and I need redstone. I need redstone as well. I knew I was forgetting something. I need that. Come back, you. Let's go ahead and make a servo. There we go. So we got that going. And then... I'm kind of thinking I should make 2 more item frames. Like this. Ooh. And maybe 1 more servo, like so. And then finally, let's make 1 more chest. Yeah. And here's what I'm thinking, right? So we only have 1 resource generator right now, but we'll change that. That'll be fine. So we'll do this. And then I think this thing will start producing charcoal, right? What I want to happen, ultimately, is I want this charcoal to be distributed back into these furnace generators, right? Because we want charcoal we're basically making this whole thing self-sustaining. That's the whole idea of it. So let's do that, and then let's actually go ahead and make a storage drawer as well. There we go. Just a good old basic drawer should do the trick. We'll put that right here. And then I'm just going to run an item duct out. We'll put this guy right here. And I'm going to say, pull charcoal into here instead. I also just realized that this thing is like totally facing the wrong way. Come back, you. Can you like... No. No, you can't. I need something to put behind it, apparently, if I want it to face that way. There we go. But it's not based on the direction you're facing. It's based on on what you click to put it down. But either way, this guy will start filling up with charcoal. I think... Oh, and that needs to be a whitelist. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so now it's going to start pulling charcoal and bringing it over here. Right? Takes a minute, obviously, to go through this conduit, because these item conduits are really slow. But we can do something like that, and then go servo, whitelist, charcoal, ignored. So essentially what's going to happen here is the servo is going to try and make sure that the furnaces are always filled. That's basically the idea. Unfortunately, that servo doesn't have like a round robin capability, so I can't just use it to, alternate between these furnaces and make it work that way. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than that, but for now, it'll be fine. I also want to go ahead and make a drawer key right here, and this should be pretty doable since I have gold now. Let's just grab this. Let's go 1 basic drawer again. Like so. There we go. And then the upgrade template, is that surrounded by sticks, right? Yes. Okay. So we go here, there, that makes 2, and bam, we have ourselves a drawer key. So we can lock this and say, this is for charcoal, and only for charcoal. And then these will fill up as we go. And should be good. This thing is generating power. We also want to power our Redstone Furnace off of this, I think. Just a basic old redstone furnace, nothing fancy, but it'll at least be something, right? So we have a way to smelt whatever materials we want without having to use charcoal for that. I mean, we kind of still like indirectly use charcoal for that, but you know what I mean. I don't have to like babysit it. I can just put stuff in there and call it good. And for that, I think... Oh, we should probably grab another chest or two. I don't remember. Do I need... let me look at something here. If we go here and say auto input... Yeah. Okay, so it can still auto input even without an augment of any kind, I think. So, like, if I put this in here and we say in and out, yeah, it'll totally work. Cool. And then it will output to this chest. So that way, if we want to smelt a bunch of stuff, we put it in this chest, it'll work its way through and end up over here. So say, like, I want to smelt 32 clay. Oh, come back, you. There we go. I want to smelt 32 clay. I want to smelt up all of my apples and some of these potatoes as well, since I'm using them for food. We can put a bunch of this stuff away because I don't need it. You know, etc., etc., etc. And that way we don't have to wait on, like, everything. We don't have to babysit this thing. We can just come back later, and it will be done and good to go. Awesome. So now, I think the next step is I want a way to store energy. So I think we want to make one of these basic energy cells. It doesn't look like it's too hard. It looks like it's basically just lead and some other materials that we already have. So let's go... Let's see, we need the energy cell frame first. So let's make a lead gear. And then that's everything else. And then all we need to do... Ooh, I need electrum. I don't know if I can do this, actually, because I think I need silver for electrum. Is there another way to make that? No, I definitely need a redstone conductance coil. Ah, man. Okay. Well, what about other batteries? Are there any other battery blocks in the pack that we can actually do something with? I mean, I know there are these, like, portable ones, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like, basically like a capacitor bank or an energy cell, or I know there's, like, the storage cells right here from RF Tools, but these require, like, prismarine and stuff, so that's not happening. We may not be able to do this, honestly. I thought that this was the one that required gold, not electrum. So that's going to be a problem for us. We are going to need the ability to make alloys. So let's just see here. If we go Pulverizer right here, we need flint, machine frame, piston. Okay, most of this is pretty doable. How many pistons do I need? Just one? Just one. Okay. So let's make one piston. The flint is going to be a little bit harder, but not much. We'll go like that, make 2 copper gears, and then I also need 1 redstone conductance coil, or reception coil, I should say. The conductance coil is the one that requires electrum, and then a machine frame. Ooh, I am almost out of tin. Okay, so here's the reason that I wanted to set it up this way, right? I want to be able to make multiple things here, but at the same time, I want to make sure that, like, I want to make sure that this thing is constantly generating charcoal so we can keep these things stocked up. But at the same time, I also want to generate other stuff too. So we're going to put some tin on here, and then let's say the other one, let's just do iron for now. Because if we get enough iron, we can actually make a couple more of those things, and that will speed up our production pretty considerably. So that'll be fine. Let's put this stuff away. We have our piston. I need gravel, actually, because we need flint. So let's just go like this. Can I use gravel in a recipe? Or do I have to manually punch it? Some mod packs you can just take gravel and like 3 gravel will make flint. Yeah, 3 gravel will make flint. So if I get 6 gravel, that'll be enough. This thing is going fairly slowly and it's alternating through all of these recipes. So I can speed this thing up a little bit by taking these off and saying like, okay, give me more gravel, please. There we go. That gives us our 2 flint right there. And then we'll say, charcoal, and a tin. Beautiful. Looking good. Okay. Do I have glass? I do have glass. I think we are good to make our thing here. So let's go pulverizer, like so. Make 1 tin gear, like that. Make 1 machine frame. And there we go. Now we have ourselves a basic pulverizer as well, and we can use this for whatever we need to. I'm just going to put it here and turn off all the sides. But basically, if we need to grind stuff into a pulverized whatever, pulverized gold, pulverized copper, etc., so that we can turn it into various alloys like electrum, this gives us the ability to do that. So we should be good there. Now, let's also, real quick, we're getting real close to the point where I don't actually need this stuff anymore. There's just 2 more of these bog earth, and then I'm just gonna get rid of this thing entirely, because, like, who cares? Okay. So that's all good. Now, we need to do... What was the next task? I think it was biomass was, like, our big thing. Right? Yeah, biomass. Definitely what we should be working towards next, because that'll give us nickel. After biomass, we have the shock absorber. What goes into the shock absorber? Let's check that out, too, while we're at it. See if maybe we can... Ooh, actually additions. But we don't have... You need black quartz to get into... Or actually... Yeah, that's actually addition stuff. And actually addition stuff... Like your tier 1 actually additions, wow, that's a mouthful, thing. Okay, so I think we're supposed to go Induction Furnace first. And then maybe RF energy. Because we can generate RF right now. And then crafting grid. And then biomass and shock absorber? Is that how it's supposed to work? Are we supposed to work our way around over here? That might be the case, but I thought the induction furnace right here required steel, doesn't it? So how do I make steel? Because I know there's the, well, it says here, steel grit, steel dust. I mean, none of these really tell me what I need to know. So I guess, I mean, we do have immersive engineering in the pack. So I suppose we could do it the immersive engineering way. Oh, steel blend. Doesn't tell me anything about that, though. I need to know how to make steel in this pack. I guess it's going to be a, I guess we'll have to make the blast furnace right here, which is going to be a pain. A huge pain, in fact, because I don't know, do I have any nether brick? It would be, yeah, I'll have to figure out what our next thing is there. Let's chop this down. Come back, you. Would probably help if I had something in my hand. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Okay. So let's just put this stuff away. And let me take a look and kind of see if I can figure out what our next step is, guys. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys. I am back, and I've been looking at it for a while now, and honestly, I'm not exactly sure what the best thing to do would be next. I know we can work on biomass, and that would get us access to nickel, so that would be an option. It would also give us access to sugarcane and coal? Yeah, sugarcane and coal. We could also, as an alternative, start working towards just the RF in general, just raw RF generation. We need 30 million RF, and that would give us access to this mineral. I think it's mineral sapling. But ultimately, the big advantage of that would be right here. Yeah, this thing. So the big advantage of this would be that it would allow us to get into integrated dynamics, right? And integrated dynamics has a really useful machine called an automated squeezer or something like that. Mechanical squeezer. Yeah, there's the right here. Mechanical squeezer. This guy. Oh, I need obsidian for that though. Oh, my big problem is I got to figure out how to get lava. This is the problem. Because if we look at lava, you can get it using the squeezer if you squeeze netherrack, blaze powder, or magma cream. You can get it with a regular non-mechanical squeezer if you squeeze blaze powder. You can get it with a magma crucible by smelting all sorts of stuff ranging from obsidian to regular cobblestone, all sorts of good stuff there. The problem with that is that in order to make the magma crucible, you need nether brick, and I need lava. Like, I need to figure out how to get lava in this pack. I see that it is possible to get lava via bees, but I really don't want to get, I don't want to do bees. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But anyway, guys, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode anyway, so we'll pick this up next time. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.